Hi guys, and welcome to my first ever monthly TBR. When I started doing this, I swore I'd never make one to myself, but actually it's going to be kind of useful, so let's get on it. So I've worked out that I need to read 5 books a month to reach my year's goal of 60 books, and I love how I'm working this out all logically, and that's never going to happen because this is me. I just find the numbers comforting. But yeah, I've planned out 5 books for this month, and let's go! Firstly, I need to clear my book hangover from 2014, which I'm going to be making a separate video about once I've done it, which will hopefully be next week, because I got through 2 of the 3 books, and I just have 1 left, which is in Cardiff, so I can't get at it right now. My first actual book for 2015 I was meant to read in 2014, but I didn't even start it. I'm a bit late getting to this, but it is Christmas Carols from Village Green to Church Choir by Andrew Gant. It's just like a history of carols. It goes through and it examines the stories behind how, I think it's 22 carols came into being? 22, yeah. I originally bought this because I was organising a couple of carol services and I thought this would be interesting because that's how my brain works. I didn't get around to it because I was too busy organising carol services. I'll probably be running this side by side with other books because that's how I normally work with musicology based books, as I find them quite heavy and difficult to read. I'll try and read this a carol at a time and see how it goes. Surprise, surprise, after buying it I was itching to get at City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I'm already a fair chunk of the way through this book. I sat down with it yesterday and the first 70 pages were quite slow, and then suddenly it was 2 in the morning and I was 200 pages in. Yeah, I think me and Cassandra Clare are going to be friends, but obviously I will talk more about this when I wrap it up. So after my last video, the lovely Taylor over at Don't Worry I'm Fine left a comment suggesting that I read both the Percy Jackson series and the Heroes of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I actually read the first 3 books of this in 2014 and I wanted to read them all, but I got sidetracked by my degree and every other book on my shelf, so I didn't finish. So I bought the 4th book for my Kindle, which is Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, and I will be doing my best to read that this month. I normally read them in about a day, so that should work out just fine. And I also had a Kindle sort out, and it turns out that at some point I bought the first Heroes of Olympus book, so I'm gonna have to finish them now. So yeah, thank you Taylor, I will get back on that. Another book that I need to read whilst recovering from Christmas is Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. I bought this at the same time as my true love gave to me in a kind of state of, oh it's winter, let's curl up, read a cutesy little book. I didn't get round to it, but it's pretty much winter all year round in Wales, so it's gonna be fine. And finally, in honour of Musketeers' return to BBC One last night, which I was very excited about, although I spent a large amount of it sitting there going, no, Constance, what? He loves you. D'Artagnan, don't be a dick. All that nonsense. I'm gonna be starting the year off with Alexandre Dumas' The Three Musketeers, which I hauled a couple of months ago now and bought in a ridiculously pretty edition because BookTube got to me. So yeah, that is my TBR for January. Happy New Year! I hope you had an amazing time and didn't have too bad a hangover or anything, and I will see you soon. Goodbye! I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing now.